buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Will it go? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
4th personal foul.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And the Lakers making a change here. Achua, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Dylan Brooks comes in for Bam Adebayo. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Dort in for Doncic.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular. He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Here's Money. Again, what an avalanche.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
You know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Pass to Ford. Morant with a wide-open look. And the Pelicans miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
There's a screen by Achua. He lobs it up and stolen by Ayton. Humphries finds Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. New Orleans gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's Morant missing.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks, the pass to Money. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Achua, the shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Knocked away. Stolen by Dort. Pass break, the Lakers. A dunk by Achua.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Money.
End of the third quarter.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points. As we close out the quarter, their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Dosunmu is out there at Brooks. Then it's Lou Dort. And then there's Precious Achua. And it's Money in at the point. The Pelicans shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. A three from Morant. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Money. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball
Assisted.
is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Morant. The Lakers with the rebound. Achua's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Money. Trying to find Achua and gets it to him. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Money, guarded by Morant. Another bucket! Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Inside, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And the Pelicans miss again.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Murray. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
Personal foul.
In a 3-game season
First
series,
team foul.
they take the first 2, and
Substitution on
certainly
the court.
they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Money.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Off the back, I like that.
Wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Here's Money. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Ford. Morant kicks to Humphries. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Dosunmu. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Money passes to Achua. Here's Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop. So it's Los Angeles win this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
That's what I'm talking about. Good game, MP. They don't even know what's coming for them.
This nigga ain't never putting a Gatorade on the table. And Ren, it then reach down and then bust down on the table, like, put those on the table. Like, what's going on? When they start doing this, short ass dude. So this like normal people height versus basketball player height. And this is a short nigga. This nigga only like 6'4". Never on, bro. This nigga putting the things on there. Like, stop playing with that, man. Good chips and all that. Get up out of there. Okay, is he? Good chips and snacks and this and that, candy. Off the back, juices. Okay, good health aid and all that. Come by here. They got the good things. See if I can zoom in on it. Oh, no. Nah, nigga cannot zoom in on it, but see what's going on though.